it's easy to get caught up in our everyday routines. We rarely have time for self-analysis because we're too busy focusing on what we have to do next. This means we don't take the time to reflect upon what we've already done. We retreat into ourselves, our habits, and rarely take an outsider's perspective in our own lives. We become set in one way of thinking and in one way of looking at problems. We become so immersed in our own culture that we rarely see what lies beyond it. Studying both the biological and the social aspects of human life has led me to appreciate the perspectives of other cultures. It has given me a wider appreciation of the complexities of many of the global issues that we face together. Studying human sciences has really made me analyse my own beliefs, the way in which I act, ultimately the way in which I approach problems. In this way, themes such as ethics, culture and sustainability are not independent of one another. They are deeply interlinked. We talk about the richest 1%, but we need to ask ourselves, is this current economic culture sustainable? Is this inequality even ethical? Through globalisation of the world economy, this inequality is growing ever larger, our environment is becoming even more degraded, and our need for a sustainable society in which we can all prosper is greater than ever before. The first step to tackling such ethical issues is not by changing the way we act, but by changing the way we think, and analysing what we value as a society. In order to enact change, we need to approach problems from multiple angles, through appreciating a variety of views, and taking on board different perspectives. This all starts with self-analysis. We need to think about the way we live, and why we do so, before we can produce a viable alternative. If we don't analyse the cause of our actions, and we try to modify our behaviour and culture without thought, then the change that we produce will not be meaningful. This requires a cultural shift. We can all try to minimise our water use, but until companies who produce our food and our clothes shift to less water-intensive practices, a handful of individual actions will only be a drop in the ocean. We can all make a difference, helping society to become more ethical and more sustainable. But first, we need to challenge ourselves to think. And most importantly, we need to challenge each other.